All right, let's talk about something that can be a real silent killer for any business, and that's the absolute chaos of managing recurring payments. It's that one task that, if you don't have the right system in place, can just drain your time, your money, and honestly, your sanity. So the big question is, how do we fix it?
So let me ask you, does this look familiar? I'm talking about the endless spreadsheets, having to send out manual reminders, that constant guesswork of, okay, who's paid and who hasn't. It's just a frustrating, super time-consuming cycle, right? But what if you could break that cycle for good?
Okay, first things first, let's just call this problem what it is. We're going to call it the manual fees headache, because that's exactly what it is, that daily struggle with old-school methods that just quietly eats away at all your resources.
And these problems, they really create a domino effect. It starts with late payments, which squeeze your cash flow. Then you're trying to track it all in these spreadsheets they're so easy to make mistakes in. And without proper reminders, guess what? You become the collection agent. Now, you throw in some missing receipts, some confusing records, and all of a sudden, you have zero clarity on your own finances. It's a mess.
But what if you could just eliminate that entire headache? That's what we're going to dive into next. Let's look at a much smarter way to collect and really move from all that chaos to some much-needed clarity.
So what exactly is the solution here? Well, it's something called a fees management system. And in really simple terms, it's just a dedicated piece of software that automates the entire fee collection process. You can kind of think of it like a digital financial assistant, one that handles everything from sending reminders to generating reports so you don't have to.
And this is how you solve all those problems we just talked about, directly. Instead of you guessing who's paid, the system tracks every single customer member. Instead of those confusing records, you can see paid and pending fees instantly. And instead of you having to send reminders, the system does it for you, automatically. It is a complete overhaul of that manual grind.
Okay, so that sounds great, but how does it actually work? Let's take a quick peek under the hood and see what's going on.
The whole workflow is designed to be super simple. First, you just add your members or students. Then you set up their fee plans. Could be monthly, quarterly, whatever works for you. And from there, the system just takes over. Reminders go out automatically. You can collect payments either online or offline, and you get to track every single transaction in real time. And you want to know the best part? The reports are generated for you. That means zero manual data entry. None.
So the engine that makes all this happen is a core set of features. You've got these auto reminders that can go out on WhatsApp, SMS, or email. They work right alongside online payment integrations to make paying totally effortless for your clients. And on your end, you get this central dashboard where you can track everything, manage installments, and export any report you need. The whole point is to give you complete control, but with minimal effort.
Now, what's really smart about this is how it serves both sides of the equation. As the admin, you get that big picture, 30,000-foot view of everything. Collections, pending lists, analytics, you name it. But at the same time, your client gets their own simple, personal portal where they can see exactly what they owe, check their payment history, and get digital receipts. It just makes everything so professional and transparent, which really builds trust.
All right, so we know what it is, and we've seen how it works. But what's the real-world impact? I mean, what does this actually do for your business? Let's talk about the real benefits of automation.
Okay, get ready for this, because this number is huge. The single biggest impact is a 40 to 60% reduction in payment defaulters. Just think about that for a second. By simply automating reminders and making it way easier for people to pay, you can dramatically improve your cash flow. And you get to reduce the number of those really difficult conversations you have to have. I mean, that is a total game changer.
And beyond that big headline number, the other benefits just start to stack up. You get faster collections, which means better cash flow. You're doing way less manual work, which frees you and your team up to focus on what really matters. Your communication looks more professional, your financial records are always accurate, and you can manage the whole thing from anywhere, right on your phone or computer.
So you might be wondering, okay, is this system actually for me? That's a great question. Let's dig into who can benefit the most from this.
Honestly, the application here is incredibly broad. We're talking about coaching institutes and schools, gyms and fitness centers, skill training centers, music or dance classes, sports academies, clubs, associations. Really, the list goes on and on. But the bottom line is super simple. If your business collects recurring fees from a group of people, then yeah, this is absolutely built for you.
So, now that we've walked through the problem and the solution, the real question is, for you, are you ready to finally move beyond those messy spreadsheets and get out of that endless cycle of manual tracking?
The takeaway here is really simple.
It is time to start tracking fees the smart way. It's time to stop chasing payments and start actually managing your business.
If you're ready to make that change, this is how you can get started. Thanks so much for joining me.